they roar onto the scene, a sea of chrome and leather. The Hells Angels, with their iconic winged skull, have been synonymous with rebellion and controversy for over 70 years. But who are these men, and increasingly, women beneath the patches and the bravado? Today, we're peeling back the layers, delving beyond the flashy bikes and biker rallies. This is a historical investigation into the world of the red and white. Fasten your helmet because we're going deep. Early days, from post-war nomads to notorious club 1940 S1960S, our story starts after World War II. Discharged veterans, restless and searching for a sense of belonging, found solace in motorcycle clubs. One such club, the Booze Fighters, emerged in California in the late 1940s. This group eventually morphed into the first official chapter of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, HAMC, in 1948. These weren't your weekend cruiser dads. Historical investigations paint a picture of a club grappling with its identity, a social group for war veterans, or a budding outlaw motorcycle gang, OMG. Early Hells Angels were known for their wild rides, bar brawls, and a fierce independence. Shifting gears, the counterculture, and the rise of the outlaw biker, 1960 S1970S. The 1960S brought cultural upheaval, and the Hells Angels rode the wave. Hunter S. Thompson's infamous book, Hells Angels, a strange and terrible saga, thrust them into the spotlight, portraying them as counterculture heroes. However, this romanticization came at a cost. Law enforcement investigations began to uncover a darker side involvement in drug trafficking, violence, and organized crime. The infamous Altamont concert in 1969, marred by violence involving the Hells Angels, cemented their image as a dangerous outlaw motorcycle gang. Government crackdown and internal battles, 1970 S1990S. The 1970S and 80S saw a period of intense scrutiny from law enforcement agencies. Federal infiltrations, undercover operations, and RICO charges aimed to dismantle the Hells Angels. Historical documents reveal a complex game of cat and mouse, with the club constantly adapting and fighting back against what they perceived as government overreach. Internally, the club faced its own battles, power struggles, leadership changes, and the emergence of rival motorcycle gangs like the Mongols and the Outlaws. The modern Hells Angels, adapting to a new era, 1990s present. Fast forward to the 21st century. The Hells Angels are still here, a testament to their resilience. Law enforcement strategies have evolved, focusing on disrupting criminal activities rather than outright bans. The club itself has adapted, becoming more sophisticated in its operations and using technology to their advantage. Historical investigations suggest that the Hells Angels have diversified their income streams, venturing into legitimate businesses alongside their more clandestine activities. But the core tenets remain loyalty, brotherhood, and a fierce resistance to authority. The question lingers: are they simply a motorcycle club with a rebellious streak, or a full-blown criminal organization? The answer, as historical investigations reveal, is likely somewhere in between. We've just scratched the surface. Here's a deeper dive into some intriguing aspects of the Hells Angels. Global expansion. The Hells Angels are an international club, with chapters stretching across the globe. Historical investigations reveal how they've adapted their operations to different cultures and legal landscapes, maintaining a sense of unity while navigating diverse environments. The Iron Coffin Rule. One of the most controversial aspects of the Hells Angels is the Iron Coffin Rule, a perceived loyalty oath demanding members defend the club at all costs. While the club denies its existence, historical investigations highlight numerous instances where members have faced violence or legal repercussions for refusing to cooperate with criminal activities. Women in the Hells Angels. Traditionally a male-dominated world, the Hells Angels have seen an increasing presence of women. These women, often referred to as Hells Angels ladies or hang-arounds, have historically faced scrutiny and limitations within the club hierarchy. However, recent investigations suggest a potential shift, with some women playing more prominent roles in club activities. The business of being a Hells Angel. The Hells Angels are a brand. Merchandise sales, club rallies, and even licensing deals contribute to their financial resources. Historical investigations raise questions about the legitimacy of these ventures and the potential for profits to be funneled into illegal activities. These are just a few threads in the complex tapestry of the Hells Angels. A look back, a former member's perspective, archival audio. In this rare archival recording, a former Hells Angel member who wished to remain anonymous offers a glimpse into the club's culture. Former member, archival audio.
We weren't criminals, not all of us. We loved riding, the brotherhood, the feeling of freedom on the open road. But there was another side, a darker side. Things you couldn't talk about. It wasn't for everyone.
This former member's words highlight the duality of the Hells Angels experience. Brotherhood and freedom intertwined with violence and secrecy. The road ahead, the future of the Hells Angels. The 21st century holds new challenges for the Hells Angels. Law enforcement continues to adapt. Technology is constantly evolving, and the demographics of biker culture are shifting. Will the Hells Angels maintain their dominance? Can they adapt to changing times while preserving their core identity? Only time will tell. Digging deeper. This is just a taste of the Hells Angels story. If you're curious to learn more, we encourage you to explore further. Here are some resources: historical books and documentaries on the Hells Angels, interviews with former members and law enforcement officials, academic journals and research papers on outlaw motorcycle gang. By understanding the Hells Angels, we gain a deeper understanding of American culture, the evolution of law enforcement, and the complex relationship between rebellion and authority. The Hells Angels on trial, public perception, and the media. The Hells Angels have always had a contentious relationship with the media. Sensational headlines often overshadow the realities of club life. Historical investigations reveal a calculated effort by the club to cultivate a tough guy image, further solidifying their outlaw status. However, this portrayal doesn't always align with the experiences of all members. The question remains, are the Hells Angels simply misunderstood rebels, or are they a calculated criminal enterprise adept at manipulating public perception? Beyond the iron horses, the enduring allure of the outlaw biker. There's no denying the enduring allure of the outlaw biker lifestyle. The freedom of the open road, the camaraderie of the brotherhood, and the defiance of authority all contribute to its mystique. Historical investigations show how these elements have resonated with individuals across generations, even as societal norms have shifted. Whether it's the thrill of rebellion or the sense of belonging, the outlaw biker image continues to hold a powerful attraction for some. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of the Hells Angels. Remember, stay curious, stay informed, and ride safe.